Bharadharam Vishnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighna Upashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadam Tam Upasmahe Gnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarvavidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Krishnam Kamalapatraksham Punyasravanakirtanam Vasudevam Jagadyonim Naumi Narayanam Harim Naumi Narayanam Harim Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Om Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Chetanethyabhideyate Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Matrarupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Sri Devi Jagatam Dhatri Sarva Vidya Swarupini Pahi Asmakam Sarvada. Now we are in the Durga Saptasati, the 700 slokas drawn from Markandeya Puranam, and that has become highly popular because Markandeya Maharshi is a top Devi Bhakta among all of them. So he has the Anugraha of Durga Parameswari, and moreover, Durga Saptasati, the 13 chapters, 700 slokas, has lot of message to the world. And all people are with one or the other problem spending their life scales, and nobody is happy at any time. If they think that they are happy, that's only temporary. Therefore, we make a prayer to her, Devi, Prapannarti Hare Prasida, Prasida Mataha Jagato Khilasya, Prasida Vishweshwari, Pahi Vishwam, Tvamishwari Devi Characharasya. So she is committed to remove the obstacle and arti. The moment the arti persons, those who are in difficulty, approach her. Secondly, she is the mother not only for one loka or two lokas. Akhilasya Jagataha Mataha. She is the mother, caretaker, nurse, protector, supporter, advisor, mentor. So the mother's role is simply supreme. So any problem, and again she is the Visveswari. Not only she has the role of mother, she is also the mother, she is also the ruler. Something like in Lalita Sahasranamam, Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, Sri Mat Simhasaneswari. There are hundreds of Matas, there are hundreds of Simhasaneswaris, there are hundreds of all these. So Maharagnis are there. But this Durga Parameswari, Lalita Parameswari is Sri Kara Yuktam. Sri is Sampada. The Sampada with the power that Durga or any Mahadishakti Swarupini has is never exhausting. It is always fully filled. Therefore, she is said to be Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, Sri Mahara. And moreover, that Rishi, a Kshatriya and a Vaishya, both of them have got the problem because they were just thrown out from their friends and relatives and all people. That king lost his kingdom, and Suratha and Samadhi, he lost all riches and all his own people. A very rich merchant. Both of them happened to meet in an ashrama of a Rishi. And when both went to Rishi, that Rishi said, well, I know your difficulties. Therefore, he says, Tamupaihi Maharaja Sharanam Sarameswarim Arahita Saivan Runam Bhoga Swarga Apavargada. The moment you devote yourself, surrender to her, she gives you enjoyment, she gives you better life, and at the same time, she will give you emancipation. So, these three things, whatever we want, and whatever we are eligible, she is eligible to grant us, she is all that. For example, in this Durga Saptasati, in the last chapter, when Durga Parameswari appeared to the king said, I want to rule the land for more time, destroy all my enemies, maintain dharma. So please give me time to go back and win the war and rule the land. That was the desire of the Kshatriya. But Vaisya said, no, I want emancipation, enough of my stay upon this world, so I want moksha. So Ammavaru agreed, okay, Babu, both of you will get emancipation, but only the king will rule the land and establish dharma and maintain all good people. Therefore, according to the liking, actually, that Suratha wanted, the Maharaja wanted Bhoga, and Apavarga for the merchant. So caste, color, creed, country, and all, nothing will matter before the feet of Parameswari. She is Tavahi Charanaveva Charanao. So when once people, whoever they are, they approach the feet of Parameswari, which is free, then they will be really happy and they get what they want. In fact, hundreds of examples are there where practically people are benefited because of their remembrance and also throwing the responsibility of solving the problem, because she is Bhayakrit Bhayanasani, Papanasini. So the Bhayam Krit means according as our karma, we go through so many differences in our life, not always smooth. The life runs not smooth always. There will be ups and downs, but all that will be normalized by Bhavani. So we are in the 8th chapter, Ashtamodhyaya, that is Prittama Charitam. And in the earlier Charitams, first chapter, Madhukaitava Rakshasas, she will not fight with Madhukaitavas, but she will make Mahavishnu, enabling him to fight with Madhukaitava Rakshasas for 5,000 years. After all, Mahavishnu is the father of Madhukaitavas, because that Madhukaitavas are born out of the wax of the ear, కివిమల చెవి మల నుంచి పుట్టినారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు పాపం నాన్న కదా ఎంతసేపు కొట్లాడతారు 5,000 ఇయర్స్. అల్టిమేట్లీ వాళ్ళ కొడుకులు కదా అడుగుతారు, వాట్ సి విష్ణు యూ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ అస్ గుడ్ ఫైట్ అండ్ యూ వాంట్ టు కిల్ అస్, సో విల్ టెల్ యూ వేర్ యూ కెన్ కిల్. దెన్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారంటే, యూ షుడ్ కిల్ అట్ ఎ ప్లేస్ వేర్ అండర్నీత్ యువర్ ఫీట్ దెర్ ఇస్ వర్త్ అండ్ అబౌవ్ యువర్ ఫీట్ దెర్ ఇస్ వాటర్. So that is the place where we can be destroyed or killed. So that's why he was able to put out the Madhukaitava Rakshasas. The only point is, these fellows have to get to that fighting with Vishnu only when they wanted to kill their eldest brother Brahmadeva and occupy the role of Brahma creation further. And they don't want elder brother to live. So when Brahma was attacked by Madhukaitava Rakshasas, as we see in the Prathama Charitam, Brahma appealed to his father, look, you are my own brothers and your own children are fighting with me. Then at that time he was sleeping. So there was no god that he has not heard him. So in the first Chamita you see that Brahmadeva has to make prayer to Mahakali, Yoganidra Devi, who had occupied completely the eyes of Haranetra Krutalayam. Harinetra Krutalayam. She made her permanent residence in the eyes of Mahavishnu. So looking to the condition of Brahma and prayer of Brahmadeva, she got out and she urged. So that is the Mahakali Swarupam, and that we have described in the first Charitam. And in the second chapter, she becomes a Mahalakshmi. And she is Durga Parameswari. She makes the Mahishasura and his band of people, Rakshasas. What is their problem? They wanted to kill everybody and occupy everything, and they wanted to be overall rulers. Therefore, they deprived the position of the Rakshasa, the Devas, and all the gods lost their power. And they were all in the street walking as ordinary people. When they requested Adishakti Swarupini, Durga, but they went, as the second story goes, they all, including Indra and Shiva, all people, no, including Indra, Brahma, they went to Shiva and Vishnu when they are in meeting at one place. Then there's all these people reported their horror, difficulty, and that Mahishasura cannot be allowed to further live. He should be killed because he has come to a melting point of harming the dharma. Then, listening to the horror and grief of these two fellows, there was anger coming out both from Shiva and Vishnu. And that's what is Kopagni. So Shiva Kopagni plus Vishnu Kopagni became two Kopagnis. That was Durga Parameswari. And that Kopam Agni took a form of a woman. And the moment that beautiful woman came up, then all gods went there and gave their powers to endowed Durga Parameswari. She became armed and she came to fight. When she was standing on the top of the mountain and so blue, and then she made a Dhanushtankara so loud that Mahishasura was scared. What is this? I am hearing to a Dhanushtankara. It's an invitation for war. So he came to her and looking at her, he wanted to kill her. So there the whole fighting took place and Mahishasura was killed. That was the Mahalakshmi Swarupam and Samaveda Swarupam that was. Now we are in the third Uttama Charitam where Amavaru takes Mahasaraswati Swarupam. Saraswati means combination of any and everything in the universe. All powers are clubbed in Saraswati Rupam. That's why we make a prayer to Saraswati saying that she cannot, Mahasaraswati Swarupam. And that Saraswati has got different functional abilities and names also. So we have noted down in the earlier, that is 6th to 5th, 6th to 7th, 8th, 7 chapters, she has been in a forum, she went on fighting with that. Actually, Sugriva was one, and Chandamunda Rakshasa, when they looked at Durga Parameswari, very beautiful, and then they thought that Sumbani Sumbhas must marry her. They have got so many Ratnas in his palace, and she used to be Sri Ratna. So they go and report to Sumbani Sumbhas, Aya, you have got so many Ratnas in your palace, in your control, but this lady we saw on the top of the mountain is so beautiful. I think you as a Maharaja, as Chakravarti, as a Lokadhipati, everything you have brought into your portals, but this lady is very good. Go and marry. You must marry her. Then Sambhani Sambhas became attracted and then listened, and they sent a Duta to go to her and say, our king is so great. He has got so much of qualification, so much of achievements, and all the biodata of those Rakshasas they gave, and you can marry one of them or both of them, no matter, you come away. But they went and reported, no, she is not coming. Then he became angry. Go and don't kill her, but bring her live, holding her hair, drag her to my court. So that was the rule. And for that, we have got the Chandamunda Asuras finally. They came and fought with Amavaru, and they both got killed. And that news reached that Sumbha Rakshasas. Then in the 8th chapter, we have the Bhavani Swarupam of Devi Durga, because she has to take. And in fact, the word Bhavani, the name Bhavani is so great In Saundar Lahari, Shankaracharya says, Bhavani, anybody who says, who just calls Bhavani, he will get anything that he wanted. That's why in Lalita Sahasranam, Bhavani, Bhavana Gamya, Bhavaranya Kutarika, so Bhakti Vasya, Bhayapaha, like that it goes on the sequence. That means Bhavani, Bhavana Gamya. That means if you focus your attention and thoughts upon Bhavani, she will definitely answer our calls. And how is she? This is the. No, I'm just reading the Dhyana Slokam. Already we have progressed some slokas in this, but I'm just trying to review so that we'll have, because week gap is there every time. And meanwhile, we have so many other things to occupy our head and hands. Therefore, we forget. Now I am reading the Dhyana Slokam of the Ashtama Adhyaya. This is very important for us, where she herself has come to war, she is fighting, but now Sumbhani Daitya start coming to the war field and they try to catch hold of her. Actually, their mission to Devi to accept to marry one of them or either of them failed, because she said, I know Sumbhani Das are very handsome, they are powerful and more powerful, but I have made a promise. Those people who defeat me in the war, him only I will marry. So, okay, let you Sumbhani Sambhas come, fight me. If they defeat me, I will marry them. So, this is the condition put forth by that Durgamma. And then it is eminent that Sumbhani Sambhas have to fight very much and win her. And she is a Vanita at that time. But who can win Durga Parameswari in fight? Impossible. So they had that kind of moha. So Sumbha Rakshasa, when he came to know that Chanda, Munda, Nihata, he sent so many people. That will go through now. And before that, I will make prayer, Jhana Slokam, very popular, used in the Lalita Sahasranam also, because Bhavani Swarupam is the ruling Swarupam of Devi Lalita or Durga or Saraswati or Shyamalamba or anybody. All these deities are Bhavani, means director of our birth, director of our deeds, director of our things, and see that she will be able to give us Shanti, Utsaha, Dhairyam, everything Ammavaru, she will be able to give us. How is she looking? In 4 lines, we get complete picture of Devi Lalita, Devi Durga, and very pleasant it is. Om Arunam Karunantarangitaakshim Dhrutapasha Ankushapana Chapa Hastam Animadiviravrutam Mayukhaihi Aham iti eva vibhavaye bhavani. So మీరు మనసులో చెప్పుకోండి, అరుణాం కరుణాంతరంగితాక్షీం ధృత పాశ అంకుశ బాణ చాపహస్తాం అణిమాదిభిరావృతాం మయూఖైః అహం ఇతి ఏవ vibhavaye bhavani. So far as her complexion is concerned, so Aruna Varna she is having. That Aruna Varna is a symbol of love, affection, and preeti. So she is the tawny color. ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్పాలంటే అమ్మవారు సూర్య భగవానుడు పుట్టినప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటాడు? అరుణ రూపం. ఆ అరుణ రూపం లోపల ఎవరైనా చూడొచ్చు. అప్పుడే ఉదయాద్రి మీద పుట్టినటువంటి సూర్య భగవానుడిని యూ కెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ సీ హిమ్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ గ్లాసెస్. దట్ ఈస్ వండర్ఫుల్ సైట్. కాబట్టి అమ్మవారు కూడా ఎనీబడి కెన్ వ్యూ హర్ బికాస్ షీఈ్ అరుణ వరుణ. And what about her heart inside? Karuna, compassion, love, affection, protection, everything is there. Antarangi and look Akshim, so her looks are very gracious, and she has got 4 hands and 4 weapons she is holding in the 4 hands: Pasha, Ankusha, Bana, Chapa. Therefore, her hands are not free. And what about her Aiswaryam? Because she is Mahasaraswati, Animadi Bhiravrutam, Animadi, the Aishwaryamanta she is with having. And so this is how I imagine, I reflect, I conceive you, Amma Bhavani. So this is their Swarupam. And you see, when Chandamunda Rakshasas were done, then with great, actually he has large number of Senadhipatis and all that. Koti Viryani, Panchashad Asuranam Kulani, Shatam Kulani Dhaumranam, Nirgachantum Agnaya. It was almost a final fight. So many crores of Rakshasas who are there support in the army supporting, all of them should go and start fight with the Durga Parameswari. And moreover, there are very special clans of Rakshasas. One is Shatam Kaulaka, Dauhruda, Aryaha, Kalikiyaha, Tatha Asuraya, Yuddhaya Sajjaha Niryantu, Agnaya Tarita Mamaya. So these are all the variety of clans of Rakshasas who have large army, who have large victory and also name and fame. So they all came and keep on fighting. And Ammavaru also, she was not scared looking at large. See, we always make a comparison between Rama Ravana Yuddha, Mahabharata Yuddha, and also this Durga Saptasati, Durgam Yuddha with the Rakshasas. Because the Yuddha Varnana in Lalita Sahasranamam in 10 slokas, Bandasura's Yuddha is over with Lalita. Lalita Parameswari, Bhandasuranidhodjukta with Shakti Vikramarshita, she became very happy looking at her own army who are all enthusiastic to jump into and fight with Bhandasura. And whatever Astra Shastras she employed, in no time she countered them and ultimately she killed Bhandasura. That was only about 10 slokas in Lalita Sahasranamam. But in Durga Saptasati, we have the best entertainment. That you see, actually, real entertainment is that where war and yagna, these are the two places where you get a lot of entertainment and anandam and also observations. See, not only that, when all that army came, even the lion also is very active. అమ్మవారి యొక్క వాహనము, ఆ వాహనాన్ని వాళ్ళ నాన్న ఇచ్చాడు. వెన్ షీ బికేమ్ లైక్ దాట్, అందరూ దేవతలు రకరకాలుగా పవర్స్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా కూతురికి హిమవంతుడు సింహాన్ని ఇచ్చాడు. నార్మల్లీ డాటర్స్ లవ్ దేర్ ఫాదర్ బెస్ట్. దేర్ ఫోర్ షీ టుక్ దట్ సింహం అండ్ ఈవెన్ దట్ సింహం విచ్ హిమవాన్ గేవ్ was also very powerful. So that Simha with sitting upon the Simha, and that Simha also roared so great. Not only the Dhanushtankar Shabda, even the Simha Nada, both of them have made the entire war ground. And so afterwards, see in the sloka number 12, I'm just reviewing because we have progressed in 12th sloka of the Ashtama Adhyaya. Then there came other Shaktis, etasminnantare bhupa vinashaya suradvisham bhavaya simhanam ativirya balanvitaha brahmesha guha vishnunam तथा इंद्रस्य च शक्तयः शरीरेभ्यो विनिष्क्रम्य तद्रूपैश्चण्डिकां ययुः. When such a large army was there, all these other forms like Brahmani, Narasimhi, Maheshwari, Kaumari, and Vaishnavi, all these devatas have emanated from the Sarira of Devi Durga Amavaru, because they are all the powers, and each one represented them. For example, the Kaumari Devi, she has got Shakti in her hand, and she has the Mayura, peacock, as her vehicle, Varavahana, and she came out in order to fight in the war and destroy and destroy a group of army there. So she is a Guharupini Daitya Ambika. She is a mother in the Guharupini. Similarly, we have got Vaishnavi Shakti. She was sitting upon a Garuda, and she has Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Sharanga, Khadga, all these things she has in her hands, and she came out. Then there came out Yagnavaraha Swami, Varahasrupam, Varahi, and that Varahi is the commander-in-chief of the army of Amavaru. And Shyamalamba is the mantri, is this minister, and she is also an administrator at the same time, war guide. So that's why Varahi, she came out. Yagnavaraha Swami నుంచి వారాహి దేవి వచ్చింది. తర్వాత నరసింహస్వామి యొక్క స్వరూపాన్ని శ్లోక నంబర్ 20. I have done that. That's why I am not repeating it, really making you to read. But because we have come up to sloka number 35, so till then I'm just trying to cover up how are these goddesses, Amalu, Matrukasa. See, Sapta Matrukas who came assisting Durga Parameswari while fight with the Sumbhanisumbhas, who are supposed to be the top Rakshasas, Mahasuras, because for Mahishasura, she never commended these Shaktis to emanate from her, nor in other, but only when Sumbhanisumba Rakshasas are there with whom she has to fight and destroy, she has taken the help of the other Shaktis. Nృసింహస్య బిభ్రతి sadrusham rapuhu. And so that Narasimhi Devi, she came out, and when she came out to the war ground with all that Shakti, she tried to satakshema shipta nakshatra samhatihi. That is how నరసింహస్వామి వచ్చాడు అంటే ఆయన జూలు సింహం తలకాయ అది అలా ఒక్కసారి విదిలిస్తే ఎటువంటి ఎఫెక్ట్ వస్తుంది ప్రపంచం మీద, ప్రకృతి మీద. అలాంటి భయోత్పాదకంగా నారసింహి షీ హెస్ కమ్ ఆన్ టు ది వార్ గ్రౌండ్. అండ్ అగైన్ ఐంద్రి and the Indra Shakti. Indra is the king of all gods. So she is Indra Shakti, Indrani, Mahalakshmi, she sat upon the Airavatam, Gajaraja Uparistita, and she has got 1,000 eyes, and like the Chakra, and she has got all Shaktis and all Vajrayudha in her hand, and she came to the war ground. So like that, she was alone, not, but she has such a large army. That's why in Lalita Sahasranamam, we have to remember Lalita Sahasranamam, Saundarlahari together, so that all these three books are the Prasthanatraya of Sri Vidya. So but only in Lalita Sahasranamam, in Saundarlahari, Ammavaru is Shantam. Because Shankaracharya has tried to combine the power of Devi Durga Adishakti Swarupini, drawing out from Lalita Sahasranamam and Durga Saptasati. Therefore, ikkada she is not having a war. She does not fight war in Saundarlahari. She is only enjoying rest. Tambula Purita Mukhim Tripuram Namami. She has put Tambulam note ninda Tambulam eskuridhanga namultu ala untundi. Kabatti she is at rest. But in Durga Saptasati, she is a war goddess. So she has to show all her war skills. Depending upon the Mahasuras, how they try to attack her with a desire to kill her or defeat her. So she was also, for example, in second chapter, Madhyama Charitam, Mahishasura fought with Durgamma in human form, in bison form, in several forms, and also jumped up into the sky. She also went into the sky. She made him fall down on the ground. So when you observe the way the war took place, it will be interesting. Amma has not got any kind of difficulty. So she was trying to please The Rakshasas, Mahasuras, basically why? Because they are bhaktas. See, Karunya is there in heart, but Kopa, Yuddha, Dharma, etc., she is doing outside. So, Chitte, Kripa, Samaranishthurata, Chadruštva, Devi. When gods are praising her, they point out Chitte, Kripa. But Samaranishthurata, in business transactions, perfect businessman. వ్యాపారము వ్యవహారం వచ్చిందంటే వన్ హ్యాస్ నో థింగ్. బట్ లోపల మాత్రం ఎంతవరకు తీసుకోగలరో ఎంతవరకు చేయగలరో చేయాలి. మార్కెటింగ్ ఆర్ సేలింగ్ అండ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. బట్ వన్ కెనాట్ బి గ్రీడీ. దట్స్ వై వ్యాపారము అంటే ద్రోహ చింతన. ద్రోహ చింతన అంటే ఎంతవరకు కరుణతో కలిగినటువంటి ద్రోహది. సో ఇక్కడ అమ్మవారు కూడా కరుణతో ఆ రాక్షసులైనటువంటి మహాసురుల భక్తులు వాళ్ళు. మహిషాసుడు భక్తుడే అండ్ మధుకైటములు భక్తులే. కానీ భక్తులకి ఎలా చేయాలో దుష్టదానవ భంజిని అంటుంది లలితా సహస్రంలో. ఓన్లీ వెన్ దానవాస్ హూ ఆర్ హర్ భక్తాస్ బికమ్ దుష్టాస్. దే బికమ్ దుష్ట బికాస్ దే హ్యావ్ వరమ్స్, దే హ్యావ్ గాట్ బూన్స్. ఆ బూన్స్ మేక్ దెమ్ very much proud, and then they want to occupy highest positions as such. So that's why when all these 22nd శ్లోకంలో when all these అమ్మవార్లు ఆర్ శక్తులు వచ్చినాయంటే then the శ్లోకం 22 tells హన్యత తతః పరివృతః తాభిః ఈశానో దేవశక్తిభిః హన్యంతామసురాః శీఘ్రం మమ ప్రీత్యాః చండికా. ఇక్కడ అమ్మవారు చండికా రూపంలో ఉంటుంది. చండ ముండ చాముండ. సో చండముండ రాక్షసులకి ఎంత పవర్ ఉందో ఆ పవర్ అంతా గ్రాప్ చేసుకొని తనలో పెట్టుకొని తను చండిక అనే నామంతో, భవానీ అనే నామంతో యుద్ధం మొదలెడుతుంది ఆవిడ. అప్పుడు ఏమైంది? ద ఆర్డర్ వాజ్ శీఘ్రం అసురాహ హన్యంతాం. బికాజ్ రాక్షస సంహారం చేయాలంటే డిలే చేయకూడదు. రోగాన్ని రాక్షసులను ఎప్పుడు పెట్టకూడదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ, బికాజ్ రోగ వేగము రాక్షస వేగము అంటారు. రాక్షసులు కూటయోధంగా అటాక్ చేయడం అంటే ఒక ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ రాదు, 26 ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ తయారైపోయి కడాకు వాడిని పాడు చేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి ఏమైనా చిన్నగా సాసు అంత ఉంటుంది రోగం మొదలైనప్పుడు క్రానిక్గా, ఆ సాసు అంత ఉండే రోగాన్ని పెంచకుండా అక్కడికక్కడే తగ్గించడం అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. దాన్ని నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేస్తుంటే దినదిన ప్రవర్ధమానం అవుతుంది అంటారు. సో రోగ వేగము రాక్షస వేగము, రాక్షస కృత్యము. అండ్ కూటయోగిన రాక్షస అంటే ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ అన్నీ ఒక్కుమ్మడిగా వచ్చేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి అమ్మవారు ఏం ఆర్డర్ చేసిందంటే దేవశక్తిభిః పరివృతాః హన్యంతామసురాః శీఘ్రం. తొందరగా వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళందరినీ చంపండి. అలా వాళ్ళని చంపుతూ ఉంటే నాకేమవుతుంది అంటే ప్రీత్యాహ మమ ప్రీతి. నన్ను ప్లీజ్ చేయాలి అంటే మీరందరూ శక్తులు వెళ్ళి ఆ రాక్షసులు సంహారం చేయాలి అనేది యుద్ధం లోపల ఆ రాక్షస సంహారానికి అమ్మవారు. కానీ ఇక్కడ పక్వాన్న ప్రీతమానసాయ నమః, హరిద్రాన్న మానస ప్రీతాయ నమః అని ఇట్లా అన్ని రకాలు చెప్పినప్పుడు ప్రీతి అనేది 2 రకాలుగా జరుగుతుంది అమ్మవారికి. ఎప్పుడైతే రాక్షసులను, అధర్మాన్ని, కష్టాలను తీసేస్తారో అప్పుడు అమ్మవారికి ప్రీతి అవుతుంది. సో అటువంటి వాళ్ళు అమ్మవారి భక్తులు అవుతారు. కాబట్టి మమ ప్రీతికోస్కరంగా చేయండి. నౌ శ్లోక నంబర్ 23. తతో దేవీ శరీరాత్తు వినిష్క్రాంతా అతిభీషణ చండికా శక్తిరుత్యక్త శివా శతనినాదిని సా చాహ ధూమ్రజటిలం ఈశానం అపరాజిత దూత త్వం గచ్చ భగవాన్ పార్శ్వం శుంభనిశుంభయోః బ్రూహి శుంభం నిశుంభం చ దానవౌ అతిగర్వితౌ ఏ చాన్యే దానవాస్తత్ర యుద్ధాయ సముపస్థితాః. శివుణ్ణి పిలుస్తుంది అమ్మవారు. ధూమ్రజటి పిలిచి నీవు వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి చెప్పు. అందుకే శివదూతి అని అమ్మవారికి పేరు. శివుణ్ణే దూతగా చేసింది. ఇంకా వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు చెప్పుకుంటే నమ్మకం లేదు అమ్మవారికి. తన భర్తనే డెప్యూట్ చేసేస్తుంది. అందుకోసం అమ్మవారికి శివదూతి. సో ఆ శివుణ్ణి పిలిచి ధూమ్రజటిలం ఈశానం అపరాజిత. ఈ అపరాజితాదేవి దుర్గా, షీ అపరాజిత. దట్ మీన్స్ nobody can defeat her in the war. Parajita means defeated. Aparanna Parajita. She is always victorious. So Durga is always Jaya Durga, never otherwise. So ఈ అపరాజిత దుర్గా, అందుకే అపరాజిత దుర్గా, షీ కాల్డ్ ఈశాన. శివ ఈజ్ ఈశాన. ఈశాన ఈజ్ స్పెషల్ నేమ్ ఫర్ ఈశ్వర బికాస్ హీ హ్యాస్ టు గో అండ్ డైరెక్ట్ and help people and the same time bring people to get help to be died. సో ఈ అమ్మవ ఈ మహాన్యాసం లోపల అన్ని రకాల న్యాసాలు చేసి అట్ ద ఎండ్ వి సే ఈశానమావాహ్య అతో అని. సో ఈశానమావాహ్య. సో అమాంగ్ ఆల్ ది నేమ్స్, ఈశాన సర్వ విద్యానాం ఈశ్వర సర్వభూతానాం బ్రహ్మా అధిపతి బ్రహ్మణ అధిపతి బ్రహ్మా శివో మే అస్తు సదా శివోం. దట్స్ ది ఫైనల్ మంత్ర ఆఫ్ అప్రిసియేషన్ టు రుద్ర, వేర్ విత్ వి మేక్ నమస్కార టు హిమ్. ఇది నమస్కుర్యాత్ అంతా చెప్తుంది. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఈశాన and he Ishana is one who is able to get out from her, and he came out and he said aparajita dhumra jatilam and gacha to duta tvam. సో దూతగా పంపిస్తుంది. ఈ దూతగా పంపించేటువంటి అభ్యాసము వీ హ్యావ్ గాట్. సో హనుమంతుడు ఒక దూత, తర్వాత సుగ్రీవుడు ఒక దూష, ఆంజనేయ స్వామి, అండ్ ఇక్కడ రాక్షసులకు కూడా దూతలు ఉండి అమ్మవారు కూడా దూత. ఎందుకంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ఎథిక్స్ ఆఫ్ ది వార్. బిఫోర్ ద వార్ ఈస్ బిగాన్, వన్ షుడ్ ట్రై వెదర్ దే కెన్ కమ్ ఫర్ ది అగ్రిమెంట్ ఆర్ సంధి. కృష్ణ రాయబారం ఈస్ దేర్. సంజయ రాయబారం, మహాభారత, సంజయ కమ్స్ టు ధర్మరాజా and talks to him. But when Sanjay Raibaram is there, brought from Dhritarashtra, Dharmaraja is so good. He first talks about the welfare of Duryodhana, welfare of his wife, welfare of his uncle and Gandhari. ఒక్కొక్కరి పేర్లు పెట్టి అందరూ బాగున్నారా, అందరూ బాగున్నారా, శత్రువు అయినా కూడా, కష్టాలు ఇచ్చినా కూడా, దట్ ఈస్ ది ప్రీతి ఇన్ ధర్మరాజ. అండ్ అట్ ది కంక్లూజన్ దట్ సంజయ టెల్స్, మీ నాన్నగారు ఏమనుకున్నా అంటే 13 ఏండ్లు వనవాసం చేసి అలవాటైంది, ఇంకో 13 ఏండ్లు వెళ్ళిపోండి, నా కొడుకులు చక్కగా రాజ్యం పూర్తిగా ఇంకో 13 ఏళ్ళు చేస్తారు అని ప్రపోజల్ పంపిస్తాడు. అది సంధి మార్గం. దట్ ఇరిటేట్స్ Dharmaraja and retaliates so much, and he comes and scolds also in the previous night Dhritarashtra, and he has a sleepless night. Next morning he will call for Vidura, and so Viduraniti for 500 slokas we have got, which I am doing on Saturdays. So Vidurudu vachi cheppina kuda that he has not changed Dhritarashtra. So ikkada kuda, even here, what is the point? She made her own husband Shiva to go and talk to Sumbhani Sumbhas. See, Sachaha Dhumra Jatilam. Who is that Ishana? He's a Dhumra Jatila. He has got the tuft of hair, which is Dhumra Varna, smoky color, black, smoky colored hair, tuft of hair. అటువంటి ఈశానుని అమ్మవారు గచ్చ దూత త్వం, you are now only an ambassador, you are only envoy. And Bhagavan Parshvam Sumbhani Sumbhayo. And moreover, she has got so much respect to her husband. Bhagavan antundi. Aya Bhagavantuda, Ishana, oh my husband, you go to him. Where to go? Sumbhani Sumbhayo Parshvam Gacha. You go and represent me and all that. And see, ఏం చెప్పాలి 25 శ్లోకంలో, బ్రూహి శుంభం నిశుంభం చ దానవో అతి గర్వితౌ ఏ చ అన్యే Danavastatra yuddhaya samabhisthitaha. I have noted that you go to Sumbha, Nisumbha, and other Danavas, they are highly proud and they think high of their own powers and abilities in war. Not only them, also other Danavas who are equally supporting Sumbha Nisumbha's move in the war. See, అమ్మవారు ఏం చెప్తుందంటే ఉత్త వీళ్ళిద్దరికి మాత్రం చెప్పేసి రాకరా, వాళ్ళను సపోర్ట్ చేసేటువంటి రాక్షసులు ఉన్నారే వాళ్ళకు కూడా చెప్పిరా. This exactly in Ramayana also. Ravana, for the first time, he calls a cabinet meeting. When Rama and Sugriva and all Sainyam was there in Lanka, already done some havoc, he calls for a meeting, Ravanasura. ఆ రావణాసు యుద్ధం లోపల ఓపెన్గా చెప్తాడు, నాకు సీతను పెళ్లి చేసుకోవాలని ఇష్టం ఉంది, తెచ్చేసాను ఇక్కడికి, కానీ దాన్ని క్లెయిమ్ చేస్తూ రాముడు సుగ్రీవునితో వచ్చారు, యుద్ధం అవుతుంది, మీరంతా నా కోసం వెళ్ళి రామలక్ష్మణ్ చంపేయండి, నేను సీతను పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటాను. సో దట్ వాజ్ ది టెంపర్మెంట్ అండ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ రాక్షస ఇన్ రామాయణ. సిగ్గు లేకుండా ఓపెన్ కోర్టులో అందరికీ తన ప్రేమ, తను చేసినట్టు అబ్డక్షను, అపరాధాన్ని చెప్పుకుంటే కుంభకర్ణుడికి చెప్తాడు, తర్వాత విభీషణ్ చెప్పుకుంటాడు, అందరూ. కానీ విభీషణ వాస్ టెలింగ్ నో, డోంట్. కుంభకర్ణుడు when he got up and then said, what is the problem? Why you wake me up in the sleep, mid of the sleep? ఇట్లా రాముడు వచ్చాడు, ఇట్లా తెచ్చేసాను అంటే సీతను ఇచ్చేస్తే ఏ ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ అంటాడు. ఆ మాట రిటర్న్ సీత టు రామ అండ్ దే విల్ గో అవే. ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్ దే కేమ్ టు టేక్ అవే సీత, యు గివ్ హర్. దెన్ రావణుడు మండిపడతాడు, ఇన్ని రోజులు నీకు సపోర్ట్ చేసింది ఈ మాట చెప్పడానికేనా? వెన్ లుకింగ్ అట్ రావణాస్ కోపం, Sugriva, I mean that Kumbhakarna, okay, what to do? I am obliged to you. I cannot run away like Vibhishana, but I am independent on you. I cannot deprive you. So that's why Kumbhakarna continued on the party of Ravanasura. So here also, Bhagavan, see, you go and tell, Tatra Danavaha echa anye Yuddhaya samapasthitaha. There are other Rakshasas who have come to the war ground, and also tell that, don't you say, why at all? What is that message that Sumbani Sambhas and other Danavas to be communicated? The message is important. The message is there in sloka number 26. Trilokyamindro labhatam devaha santu avirbhujaha yuyam prayata patalam yadi jeevitamichhati. This is the condition. ధర్మరాజ్ కండిషన్ ఐ హావ్ టోల్డ్ యూ. మీరు నిజంగా శాంతి కావాలంటే మీరు మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోండి, 13 ఏళ్ళు మా వాళ్ళు శాంతంగా ఉంటారు, మీరు అభ్యాసం అయింది కాబట్టి అంటాడు. బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ గుడ్ మూవ్. ఇట్స్ ఇరిటేటింగ్. ఎవరికి? ధర్మరాజుకు, పాండవులకి, వాళ్ళకందరికీ. సేమ్ వే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఐఎమ్ కంపేరింగ్ మహాభారతంలో, ఈవెన్ రామాయణంలో కూడా అదే. ఇక్కడ ఇంద్రుడికి తన రాజ్యము, తన సింహాసనం దొరకని, ఇంద్రః లభతాం త్రైలోక్యం, లెట్ ఇంద్ర బీ ద రూలర్ ఆఫ్ ది 3 లోకాస్. అండ్ హవిర్భుజః దేవాః సంతు. You have taken away all the yajna bhagas and all that for you. No, you give it away to all respective gods. ఏ దేవతలకి ఏమి యజ్ఞ భాగాలు ఇస్తున్నామో ఆ యజ్ఞ భాగాలు వాళ్ళకి అనుభవించడానికి అధికారం వాళ్ళ రిటర్న్ చేసేసాయి. వాళ్ళ దిస్ ఆర్ ది కండిషన్స్. మీరేం చేయాలి అంటే పాతాళలోకాన్ని వెళ్ళిపోండి. యూయం ప్రయాత పాతాళం. మీకు నిజంగా బతకాలి, ఆనందంగా ఉండాలి మీ వరాలతో అనుకుంటే మీరు పాతాళలోకాన్ని వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. అనుగీత లోపల ఆ సిద్ధ పురుషుడు వచ్చి ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಉಪನಿಷತ್, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋಪನಿಷತ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ there are 3 kinds of people. All gods are given Swargalokam for their occupation, and all Manavas are given Bhulokam for their occupation and living, and all Rakshasas are given the Patal Lokam for their living. So these are all the loka allotment which Ishvara has done to this respective class of people. Yeah, that's why Rakshasas did not like to remain in Patal Loka, so they want to come to Bhulokam and they want to trouble the human beings. The human beings are in touch with gods. సో దేవతలు వాళ్ళు మొరపెట్టుకుంటారు. ఆ దేవతలు వచ్చి వీళ్ళని రక్షించడానికి వస్తారు. అప్పుడు వాళ్ళని కూడా చంపేసేస్తే మాకు స్వర్గలోకం కూడా మా చేతికి వస్తుంది అనేటువంటి ఆశ వాళ్ళకి, రాక్షసులకి. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ హవిర్ ఏది పాతాళం ఇచ్చత, యు గో టు పాతాళం. బలిచక్రవర్తి ఈస్ పుష్ డౌన్ టు పాతాళం బికాస్ దట్ వాజ్ రాక్షస లోకం, పాతాళ లోకం. బట్ బలిచక్రవర్తి ఏమని అడుగుతాడంటే, అయ్యా మహారాజా, నీకు దానం చేసేసాను, నా ల్యాండ్ అంతా 3 లోకాలు ఇచ్చేసాను, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు సీ మై ల్యాండ్ విచ్ ఐ రూల్డ్ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్స్ ఎ ఇయర్. దేర్ ఫోర్ దీపావళి అమావాస్య నాడు, నరక చతుర్దశి నాడు నరకాసురుని వరం తీర్చేస్తాడు కృష్ణ భగవంతుడు. సో దట్ అమావాస్య in Ashwija Masam should not be completely dark like other Amavasyas. So Deepa Amavasya, because I am killed, I am going away, let Lokas be happy. So when there are lights all over, I am happy. So I want that Deepavali Amavasya to be lit with lights. So illumination. And Balichakravarti ఏం కోరాడు అంటే, సంవత్సరానికి ఒక్కసారన్నా పైకి వస్తాను, వచ్చి నా కోట నా రాజ్యం చూసుకోవాలి. కాబట్టి బలిపాడ్యం అని అంటాం. అప్పుడు బలిపాడ్యమే బలికోట అని చేస్తారు సౌత్ ఇండియాలో, అటువంటి నార్త్ ఇండియా. సో అప్పుడు గుమ్మడి పూలు పెట్టి పేడతో కోట చేసి ఇంటి ముందర అలంకారం చేసి ముగ్గులేసి చేస్తారు. అది బలిపాడ్యం అని. ఆ బలికి కూడా తర్పణం వదులుతారు. సో బలిచక్రవర్తి మహాసురుడు, ప్రహ్లాద నారద పరాశర పుండరీక వ్యాస అంబరీష, ఈ బలిచక్రవర్తి ఈజ్ ఆల్సో మహాభక్త టు విష్ణు. అండ్ ఆ బలిచక్రవర్తి యొక్క మనుముడే ప్రహ్లాదుడు. కాబట్టి బలిచక్రవర్తి ఆ తరంలో వచ్చినటువంటి ప్రహ్లాదుడికి అంత పెద్ద ఐశ్వర్యము, అంత మంచిది. కాబట్టి సో ఐ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు అదర్ టెక్స్ట్ ఆల్సో. ఉత్తమ దుర్గా సప్తశతి మాత్రం చదువుకుంటే మనకేం అర్థం అవ్వదు. వీ హ్యావ్ టు సీ ది కంపారిజన్. కాబట్టి ది టెంపర్మెంట్ all people, the temperament in all people is same, but it's all only to provide dharma. Dharmam kosam people have got to take deviations. See that, for example, Balarama comes at the end of the war, when Duryodhana's thigh was broken, with bloodshed, he was weeping and he was just there on the ground. And Duryodhana is the best Shishya for Balarama. Then what is this? You have allowed Bhima to hit him below the navel. It is not Yuddha Dharma. So you have done like that. Then Krishna antadu, everything happened, the entire Mahabharata war is cheating, mosam, maya. There is no sincerity at all in Mahabharatam war. So because on the side of Duryodhana, they wanted support Duryodhana because he's sitting on the throne. And ధర్మమైన భీష్ముడు నోరు మూసుకొని దానికి వచ్చాడు. 10 రోజులు కొట్లాడాడు ఆయన. కాబట్టి అక్కడ మాత్రం అలా ఉంది. సో హియర్ పాతాళం గచ్చత, యు ఆల్ రాక్షసాస్ go and rule the పాతాళ లోకం. In fact, when Balichakravarti was sent downwards, then Vishnu has got to keep his Sudarshan Chakram. Actually asked, you be my Kshetrapalaka in Patal Loka. Vishnu agreed for that. But he kept his Chakram there, because Vishnu is not there means administration can't be all right. So all these kind of stories are interlinked. ఒకటికొకటి బాగా వెబ్సైట్ లాగా అంతా interlinked connections. So ultimately all these sub-stories and stories and parables will only tell you that dharmam, satyam, etc. are to be promoted, because they are very often attacked. So for that, so in next slokam we have got Balavalepad athachet bhavanto yuddhakankshinah tada agachata trupyanto machivaha pisitenavaha. So look at the beautiful condition. I am giving an option to all of you if at all you want to continuously happy, enjoy with your own boons and all that, leave the bhulokam, go to patalokam and remain there. If not, if you want to remain, you come to war. Yuddha kanshinaha chet. If you are really desirous of fighting with me, కాంక్ష desire. And then ఏం చేయాలి? అది కూడా బలావలేపాత్, because of the immense strength and army and support and boons and etc. that you are all having. If you want to experiment and use that and kill me, then you come for the war. So she is giving two options. If you want to live, go to Patal Lokam. If you want to win me and enjoy, stay in the Bhulokam, then you come to fight. Because the Bhulokam is originally belongs to Indra and all gods, and they should receive the. So they are claimants of the Yagna Bhagas and also Trilokadhipatyam, which you have deprived. You return that. It is just like Kumbhakarna telling, or Prahasta, the father-in-law of Ravanasura, or even Mandodari, or even anybody, all of them advised Ravana, return Sita. Even Maricha Mama also he told, ఎందుకయ్యా నన్ను డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తావు అని. Second time he goes to Maricha and asks, you go, become something, I don't know, you lure both the fellows out from the ashrama and I will bring Sita to my Lanka. And Mama advises him, but he never agreed. He said, if you don't agree me, I will kill you. So Maricha agreed. Instead of getting killed by you, better I get killed by Rama. I get moksham. So with that, he becomes a golden deer and all. You know the story. So like that, whatever options that are offered to Rakshasas, Mahasuras, not that they are not given opportunities. They are given opportunities, but they misuse, abuse, overuse, and they don't listen to also. So obedience is to the gods, and disobedience is for the asuras. So asura shakti ante they don't oblige. They will. That's why here she said the second line tells you machivaha pisitena vaha trupyantu. So all that army which I have brought, be satisfied looking at your flesh and blood. పిసిత అంటే మాంసం. మీ మాంసము మీ రక్తాలు అలా అలా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటే సముద్ర యుద్ధ భూమిలో, దెన్ we enjoy that, you lose all that. Similarly, in Mahabharata, in Ramayana also, that Indrajit made all the Vanaras die in the war ground, and he disappeared, and he went to his father, say that I have made everybody fainting and dying, so I have won, you can go to Sita and marry. That's what Indrajit told, and Ravana celebrated it. But meanwhile, in the night, taking a lamp, Jambavan and went on searching whether at all Hanuman is there somewhere. Today, Mangalavaram, we should also remember Anjaneya. Sunday, we remembered Anjaneya. And we have that Karyasiddhi Anjaneya Swami lecture on YouTube running. Please see that. So, Anjaneya Swami దగ్గరికి అప్పుడు there was only one fellow who did not die, but with all injuries, the blood oozing out. That was Jambavan finds Anjaneya breathing. Then he immediately came to Anjaneya and said, if you are living, all Vanaras are living. Immediately go to the Sanjay Parvatam, because unless we urge you, you will not act. So you go to Sanjay Parvatam, that Sanjeeva Parvatam, and make all these people live. That's what Jambavan, 90-year-old man, told Hanuman. So the moment he gave orders or urging, immediately he got up, went to that plot, and he did not place the mountain. The Mulika's air made all Vanaras get up with all that. Next morning, when the war began, they were all surprised how all these Vanaras are again back to with same strength to fight all those things. So that's one kind of miracle and working when in the presence of Rama. And moreover, to kill Mahasuras, Shiva and Vishnu both must join together. Otherwise, they cannot kill the Mahasuras. So, for example, in Mahabharata, Anjaneya is on the banner of Arjuna, chariot. Krishna is the charioteer. So Krishna is Vishnu, Anjaneya is Shiva. So they were able to put out the entire Kauravas. But in Ramayana also, Vishnu and Anjaneya, both of them are there together against Ravanasura, Mahasura. So he cannot survive that. So, like that, here also, if you go to Vadalokam and I'm happy. But if you don't go, then your flesh and blood will be here. And so, pisitena vai vaha pisitena, your flesh and blood, machivaha trupyante. Machivaha means my own people, my own shaktis, my own, they get satisfied with you. Because, for example, that Raktakshi, she was able to suck the entire blood and have satisfaction. And now 28th sloka tells you, Yato niyukto dautyena taya devya sivasvayam sivaduti lokesmim tataha sakhyati magata. So she became known as Sivaduti because Khyati is famous. Sivaduti, Sivaradhya, Shankari. In Lalita Sahasranam, you find the name Sivaduti, Sivaradhya, Shiva Shankar. So Sivaduti, Sivaradhya means making Shiva her husband, a envoy, and husband respecting the words of the wife. That's also. So both of that, both those two qualities are there in that. Saha sa khyati magata. So he becomes Sivaduti. Now here we get, see what names that we have got in Lalita Sahasranamam. All those names are explained in Durga Saptasati, Saundara Lahari, and other Vyakhyanas. So actually Shankaracharya has not written any commentary for Lalita Sahasranamam, but Saundarlahari, 100 slokas, is commentary for the 1,000 names of Mahadevi. And finally, you have got this 29th sloka. Actually, last time we came up to this, but every time we read these slokas, they are all very good. And they are new to us because they don't become stale at all. तेऽपि श्रुत्वा वचो देव्याः सर्वाख्यातं महासुराः अमर्षापूरिताः जग्मुः यत्र कात्यायनी स्थिता. So Bhavani, Katyayani, Durga, Shivaduti, etc. All these powers, they are all the Shakti endowed in Durga Parameswari Adishakti Swarupini. Now here you see the word Katyayani. So Katyayani Kamalarajya anta. So Katyayani is Kala Chakra Pravartini, and all the Rakshasa, Sumbani Sumbas, Devyaha Vachaha Nichamya. All they heard the mission with which that Shiva, that Ishana came and represented on in favor of Durga and in protection of the Rakshasas. And here the Shiva name is Sarva. Look at the word Sarva. So Sarva, Katyayani, Shiva and Ishwar, all these are indicating the qualities, the powers in Mahashiva. సో శివునిలోను పార్వతిలోను ఉన్నటువంటి శక్తులు ఇవన్నీ కూడా చెప్తారు. సో శివ మీన్స్ సర్వ మీన్స్ ఎ టెరెస్ట్రియల్ గాడ్. రుద్ర ఏ రుద్రాహ. సో ఆల్ దోస్ రుద్రాస్ ఆర్ రుద్ర ఆక్యుపయింగ్ ద ల్యాండ్, భూలోకం. సో ఇన్ సమకాధ్యాయ యు సి సర్వ శర్వః అంతదే. సో సర్వ ఆఖ్యాతం. It is Sarva who is the ruler of the land, Rudra. He is giving protection to Rakshasas and protection to Devas and trying to strike a via media for both of them. But unfortunately, the Rakshasas Amarsha Puritaha. See, generally Rakshasas, whenever you give advice to them, they don't appreciate, they become more angry. So Rakshasas are like that. So that's why you cannot try to advise people who are angry, who are known for bad qualities and who are dushtas, they become more and more dushtas. So they will not learn lessons at all. So here, these asuras, when they heard the words of the Sarva, Shiva, who have become a Sivaduti, who represented Amavaru, they became Amarsha. Amarsha is top anger. See, Harsha, Amarsha is the anger at its height. And Purana means there is no scope for them to budge at all. So Amarsha Puritaha means there is no opportunity for them all. So this is why those people who are in anger, they will never care anybody at all. They only always see the. That's why whatever is in the hand, they throw it out. For example, teachers in this classroom, if the students are making them, they will first throw the chalk piece to the student, as I did it, or any teacher will do. And chalk piece will not have any attention diversion for them. Afterwards, they throw the duster to them. That's the weapon, which will be in the hand of a teacher. But that is jujubi. But in the Mahabharata, in wars, you could see severe. So Amarsha Puritaha yatra and Sthitaha Katyayini yatra sthita tatra jagmuhu. So where Katyayini is standing in the war, they directly attacked her. So the attack begins by all the Rakshasas from sloka number 30, and the war began. So whatever uh, message or mission entertained by Devi failed. So రాయబారం ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయింది, కృష్ణ రాయబారం ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయింది, సంజయ్ రాయబారం ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయింది. ఇంకా అల్టిమేట్లీ మహాభారత యుద్ధం. సో హియర్ ఆల్సో ది మహాభారత యుద్ధం, దట్ ఈస్ రథ బిట్వీన్ శుంభని శుంభాస్ అండ్ దుర్గా పరమేశ్వరి విత్ ఆల్ హర్ శక్తి కూటైకతాపన్న కట్యధో భాగధారిణి. ఆ శక్తి కూటాన్ని తీసుకుని వచ్చి అమ్మవారు షీ విల్ ఫైట్ బికాజ్ మహిషాసుర విధ్వంసి Madhupane Sadarate. Mahishasura, she has got, one of the hands has got beautiful wine cup. So she will be drinking little by little as we drink coffee. And she will tell Mahishasura, Garja Garja Mahasura, Yavat Madhu Pibam Yahammad. In Durga, in second chapter, she is so composed. When Mahishasura was trying to attack, Garja Garja Mahasura, you go on shouting and roaring. I will just drink some my own madhu. So that is a type, that's a way, composed war that Ammavaru has done. Whereas madhu, other Rakshasas are highly disturbed and anger and etc. So all that was there. So this is the fight between Shanti and Ashanti. So Shanti will be always Shanti. That's why Shantireva Shantihi. Taya Shantya Prasamagum Samayatu. Prithvi Shanti Antariksham Shanti. In that Shantireva Shantihi. So Ammavar Shanta Swarupralu. Shanta Durga. She is never disturbed at all, howsoever. And she wants to help Rakshasas also. But she helps them, giving them moksha. Because they don't want to, they want no more to live in our land. Giving trouble to the gods. So they want to end up. Even Ravanasura also told Mandodari when he went for second fight, nobody will allow for second fight the enemy. But Rama is great because Ramayana war is great. That's why Rama Ravana yor yuddham, Rama Ravana yor yuddham. How was the battle between Rama and Ravana? It was just like the battle between Rama and Ravana. There is no comparison. Because he allowed his Ravanasura to go back home and get fresh and come back. And even Ravanasura also a sincere warrior. He never went to home and then remained there only sleeping. He came back with more vigor. So that's why the Rama as Mahavishnu in human form, you have to excuse, give second chance for people to repair or correct. Even in second chance, if they don't correct, they're liable to be killed. So this is the message of Durga Saptasati and Ramayana and all that, that you should give chance. Actually, Ammavaru has given chance. I am peaceful. I will fight with you. But if you go, you listen to my words, you are safe. I will protect you. So this exactly is the message in Durga Saptasati, that only when we are stubborn. Only when you are adamant, nobody can help us adamancy. They have to take action over that. That's why budging, flexibility, understanding, and saving yourself and your people. That's what is the one of the message. I'll continue next class, next Tuesday, from 30th stanza. Thank you very much. Om Swasti. Shivalingaya is there.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahabhijyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Satam. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Vasudeva Arpanamastu. Shri Veda Purusha Shirvadostu. Om Shri Matru Charanaravinda Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat.